Hello, I'm Peter Bergman. This is my official YouTube channel. I'll be updating you with the latest news, so please subscribe to my channel.
Welcome back to our channel, everyone. Today is a beautifully chaotic Thursday in the soap universe, and we are absolutely thrilled to unpack the latest daytime madness with all of you. Grab your strongest coffee, settle in, and let's jump straight into the drama. Okay, I literally cannot believe this. Can we please process this mess together? I just hit record at 3 a.m. My eyes are practically bleeding from the aggressive screen glare, and I am running on absolutely zero sleep and pure, unadulterated caffeine because this grueling, decade-long journey has finally pushed me over the edge. I am ditching the script right now. I am breaking all the filters. I am sitting here in the dark, vibrating with rage and absolute transcendent hype, because I need to deliver some unfiltered hard truths to the only digital hive mind that actually speaks my language. There are absolute legends carrying this entire Genoa City journey on their shoulders, while others are single-handedly testing my sanity on a daily basis, and I am going to call them all out right here, right now. Please tell me I'm not the only one losing my mind over this. I am spiraling through a chaotic feedback loop of transcendent hype and absolute narrative betrayal, dumping my unedited psychic damage onto you all because I just need someone to witness my existential collapse. Unbelievable, guys. What's going on here? Look, we all knew something dark and twisted was brewing in the shadows of the athletic club, but this is absolute lunacy. Suddenly, out of nowhere, Phyllis Summers, the undisputed architect of her own destruction, the chaotic neutral queen of our screens, just shook hands with the devil himself. Yes, you heard me correctly. Phyllis just made a shocking, earth-shattering, reality-bending deal with Victor Newman. Listen, when I saw that scene unfold, my jaw physically detached from my skull and rolled across the floor. Basically, Phyllis is out here making backroom deals with the literal mustache, and honestly, it is a total game changer. I am low-key obsessing over the sheer audacity of this move, but at the same time, I am screaming at my screen. Basically, she just handed her entire soul over to the Newman Empire, and honestly, I don't know if I should applaud her genius or start planning her corporate funeral. Let's just deep dive into the raw psychology of this moment, because honestly, the psychic damage I am taking right now is lethal. Phyllis has been backed into a corner for months. We have watched her systematically alienate everyone in her orbit. Summer, Daniel, Jack, even her own reflection in the mirror. She has been desperate, clawing at the metaphorical walls of Genoa City, just trying to find a single shred of relevance, power, or protection. And what does she do? Does she go to therapy? Does she apologize to her children? No. She marches straight into the lion's den, right up to the Newman Ranch, and basically tells Victor she is ready to play ball. Honestly, it is the most Phyllis thing she could possibly do, and basically, I am living for it while simultaneously dying inside. The sheer desperation radiating off her in that scene was palpable. You could see the frantic, jittery energy in her eyes, the way she was trying to project dominance while internally screaming for a lifeline. It's a major flex to walk into Victor's office demanding a partnership, but honestly, it is also absolute corporate suicide. Wait. Let me just process Victor's side of this equation, because, listen, the mustache does not do charity work. Victor Newman does not just hand out favors to women who have historically made his life a living hell. Suddenly, he is sitting there, swirling his scotch in that heavy crystal glass, looking at Phyllis like she is a very interesting, very expendable pawn on his 4D chessboard. What is the actual cost of this deal? Basically, Victor is weaponizing Phyllis to do his dirty work. He knows she is a loose cannon, and honestly, he is pointing that cannon directly at his enemies. Is it Diane? Is it Jack? Is it Tucker? Honestly, it doesn't even matter, because Victor is holding all the cards. The terms of this shocking deal are shrouded in so much manipulative subtext that I am practically suffocating. He is basically buying her loyalty, her unique hacking skills, and her absolute soul for pennies on the dollar, and time she is thanking him for it. The absolute disrespect to her legacy, but also kind of brilliant. Wait, why are we like this? Why am I defending the man who literally threw a fake diary into the mix a decade ago just to ruin her life? Whoa, I've really gone off chasing butterflies into another dimension. I am over here hyperfixating on the Marco Annicelli era and the ancient history of Newman Enterprises when I need to look at the screen directly in front of me. Bringing the signal back, let's stick to the script that I threw away, but you know what I mean. The reality of this current deal is that Phyllis is basically acting as a double agent or a corporate saboteur or whatever highly illegal thing Victor has cooked up this week. Honestly, the details of the contract probably include a hidden clause that says Victor owns her firstborn grandchild. And Summer, oh my God, Summer is going to absolutely implode when she finds out her mother is in bed, metaphorically, please God, metaphorically, with Victor Newman again. The familial fallout is going to be a total game changer. Basically, Phyllis is burning down her own house just to keep warm, and Victor is the one handing her the matches. Look, I'm trying to map out the logic behind the grind here, but my brain is just static. On one hand, Phyllis desperately needs the protection. She needs the Newman firewall to keep her out of prison or out of bankruptcy or out of whatever fresh hell she has dug for herself this month. Honestly, partnering with Victor gives her an immediate impenetrable shield. It is a tactical nuke against anyone trying to step to her. But on the other hand, she is basically putting a spiked collar around her own neck and handing Victor the leash, and she knows it. That is the ultimate tragedy of it all. She knows exactly what she is doing. Basically, she is calculating the exact trajectory of her own downfall and saying, yeah, let's hit the gas. Honestly, I respect the hustle, but I am terrified of the crash. Suddenly, I am wondering if Phyllis actually has a secret counterplot. Like, maybe she is playing Victor? Yes. Wait, no. Nobody plays Victor. But maybe Phyllis can? No. She will fail miserably. But what if she doesn't? I am contradicting my own theories in real time because I am so sleep deprived and this show is literally melting my frontal lobe. Listen, we need to talk about the high-octane jump cuts in this episode because the editing was practically mocking us. 1 second, we are looking at Phyllis signing her life away in that dark, mahogany-filled office. The next, we are cutting to Diane looking incredibly smug at Jabot, completely unaware that a Newman-funded Phyllis missile is currently locked onto her exact coordinates. It is a lethal crunch of narrative tension. I am sitting here biting my nails down to the quick because the impending collision between these massive forces is going to leave a smoking crater in the middle of Genoa City. Basically, Victor just gave Phyllis unlimited resources to exact her revenge, and honestly, that is like handing a military-grade flamethrower to a pyromaniac and telling them to go water the garden. It is going to be a massive disaster. A beautiful, fiery, spectacular disaster, and I am low-key obsessing over every single second of it. And can we just pause and appreciate the sheer acting masterclass we are witnessing right now? The Legacy stands know exactly what I am talking about. We have been in the trenches for years watching these characters go through the most absurd, lore-shattering arcs, and yet when they sit across from each other in that dimly lit office, the chemistry and the history just bleed through the screen. You can feel the decades of betrayals, alliances, blackmail, and grudges in every single line delivery. I am talking about the Times micro expressions. People, the slight twitch in Victor's jaw, the frantic tapping of Phyllis's fingers on the leather chair. Basically, when Victor lowers his voice to that menacing gravel and Phyllis hits him with that manic, wide-eyed smirk, it is pure, unadulterated television magic. Honestly, it is the only reason I am still awake at 3 a.m. They are carrying this entire franchise on their backs right now. And I am just here, a jittery digital native fan, desperately trying to document the history as it unfolds. Might delete this later, but I seriously can't stay silent about this anymore. This deal between Phyllis and Victor is going to rewrite the entire power structure of the show. It is a massive, seismic shift. This isn't just a plot twist. It is a Times foundational earthquake, Times in the lore of our beloved city. Basically, everyone who thought Phyllis was down for the count is about to get a massive, brutal wake-up call courtesy of Newman Enterprises. Honestly, I am terrified for the collateral damage. Daniel, Summer, Jack, Kyle, they are all going to get caught in the brutal crossfire of this unholy alliance. I am officially sounding the alarm. The vibe is redlining, the scale is completely broken, and I am strapping in for the ride of my life. Honestly, if this all blows up in Phyllis's face, I am going to need a dedicated support group. Basically, I am leaving this raw, unedited psychic damage right here for you all to dissect. Please sound off in the comments because I need to know I am not hallucinating this absolute madness. Until next time, I am going to try to get at least 2 hours of sleep before the next episode drops and ruins my life all over again.
Thank you for watching my video. I will be updating regularly with the latest news, so please remember to subscribe to my channel to support me.